there is a white powder that costs 10 cents. It eliminates an entire ant colony. Permanently. Not repels, not reduces, eliminates. Every worker, every larva. The queen. The Earth has been producing it in dried lake beds for 60 million years. The same geological process that carved Death Valley. In 1881, a prospector lit a match in a stone shelter. The flame burned green. That green flame confirmed borax, a mineral that, when mixed with sugar and water, exploits the one behavior ants cannot turn off. Trophallaxis, the mouth-to-mouth sharing of food across a colony of 500,000. Within 48 hours, the colony is dead. The cost? 10 cents. The EPA registered it in 1948. 500 boric acid products exist today. Yet 50% of American homes still pay $500 a year to a $26 billion pest control industry, built on quarterly treatments that generate 70 to 85% recurring revenue. They did not suppress borax. They did not disprove it. They simply made sure the recipe never reached your kitchen counter. The recipe is 3 parts sugar, 1 part borax, warm water, and cotton balls. And your grandmother probably already knew it. Nature designed trophallaxis to feed a colony of 500,000. Borax turned that same design into a delivery system. The only thing the industry could not redesign was the price. The archive opens on a stone shelter in Death Valley, 1881. The desert floor shimmers at 54 degrees. The silence is so deep you can hear the dust settle against the rock. A prospector named Aaron Winters crouches inside. He has heard rumors, a white mineral, worth more than silver, sitting in the ground beneath his feet. His wife Rosie holds the lantern steady. He mixes a pinch of the white powder with alcohol and sulfuric acid. He strikes a match. The flame burns green. That green light reflects off the stone walls, off Rosie's face, off 60 million years of geological patience. The mineral was borax. It had been under his feet, under everyone's feet, for longer than any civilization had existed. The same forces that killed the ancient lake created the mineral. Evaporation, pressure, time. The lake disappeared. The borax remained. And from that confirmation came the 20-mule team. 18 mules and 2 horses. 266 kilometers across open desert. 54 degrees, 36 tons per load. 6 years of continuous hauling. 1883 to 1889. 9 million kilograms pulled from the earth. The desert was not empty. It was a warehouse. And in 1881, Aaron Winters lit a match to prove it. But the earth had been storing borax long before Death Valley. In Tibet, workers harvested white crystals from dried lake beds at 4,500 meters above sea level. They packed them into leather sacks and loaded them onto caravans. Borax traveled the Silk Road alongside silk and spice. 1,000 years before Aaron Winters struck his match. Persian goldsmiths used it as flux. Mixed with heat, borax made metals flow like water. It dissolved impurities and left behind clean, fused gold. Egyptian artisans pressed it into glazes. Chinese alchemists recorded it in medicinal texts and ceramic formulas. Multiple civilizations, multiple continents. None communicated. None shared research. Every single one recognized the same white powder from the same type of dried lake bed. That is not coincidence. That is 60 million years of geological manufacturing. And none of them, not one, used it to kill ants. That discovery would wait for the grandmothers. I knew a woman. Some of you did too. Every spring, she mixed sugar and borax in a saucer by the kitchen door. white powder dissolving in warm water, cotton balls soaking, placed along the baseboard where the trail began. She never called it pest control. She called it common sense. No quarterly service, no subscription, no technician. When she passed, nobody kept mixing the saucer. The exterminator's number went on the fridge instead. The borax is still $3 a box at the hardware store, still on the same shelf. We just stopped reaching for it. What did your grandmother use for ants? Drop it in the comments. I guarantee it cost less than $1 and worked better than anything with a subscription. Inside an ant colony, there are 10,000 to 500,000 workers. One queen, thousands of larvae, and one system that holds everything together. Trophallaxis. It is the mouth-to-mouth transfer of liquid food. Every forager that returns to the nest feeds the colony through direct contact. Worker to worker, worker to nurse, nurse to larva, larva to queen. It is the most efficient food distribution system in the animal kingdom. And it cannot be turned off. Nature designed trophallaxis to feed a colony of 500,000. Borax exploits that same design in reverse. The mouth that feeds delivers the end. This is not a poison that kills on contact. This is a delivery system that the colony built for itself. A scout finds the sugar borax bait, returns to the nest, feeds its nestmates through trophallaxis. The chain reaction begins. Forager to nurse, nurse to larva, larva to queen. 24 to 48 hours. Colony collapse. The colony does not know it is dying. It believes it is eating. University Extension Services have confirmed this mechanism. The EPA re-registration data supports it. Peer-reviewed entomology journals have published it. The science was never in question. The distribution was $26 billion. That is the global pest control industry. 70 to 85% of its revenue comes from recurring quarterly treatments. The average American household pays $500 a year. A 10-cent solution that works permanently is not a product opportunity. It is a revenue threat. The quarterly treatment model sends a technician 4 times a year. Spray the perimeter, place the traps, schedule the next appointment. The ants return because the treatment is designed to expire. The subscription is the product, not the solution. Commercial ant baits cost $8 to $15 per unit. Read the label. The active ingredient is sodium tetraborate. Borax, same molecule. New packaging, 40 times the markup. They did not ban borax. They did not need to. They simply made sure the recipe stayed in your grandmother's kitchen and never reached yours. The silence was not personal. It was quarterly. Here's what you need. Borax, sodium tetraborate. $3 to $5 for a box at any hardware store. Granulated sugar, warm water, cotton balls, small shallow containers, jar lids or bottle caps. The recipe: 3 parts sugar, 1 part borax, 1/4 cup of warm water. Stir until dissolved. Soak the cotton balls in the solution. Place them in shallow containers along ant trails, near entry points, along baseboards. Total cost: approximately 10 cents per bait station. Now, the most important rule. This is the single rule that determines whether you succeed or fail. And it is why 90% of people get this wrong. When you see scout ants on the bait, do not kill them. Every instinct says, squash them, resist. The scouts must carry the bait back to the colony. They must feed their nestmates through trophallaxis. That is the chain reaction. That is the delivery system. If you kill the scouts, you kill the delivery system. The colony survives. The bait is wasted. Let them eat. Let them carry. Let trophallaxis do what 60 million years of evolution designed it to do. Day 1 and 2. More ants appear. This is good. The scouts are recruiting. The colony is feeding. Day 3 to 5. Activity drops dramatically. Day 7 to 14. Colony collapse. Complete. Patience is part of the recipe. You can place stations on kitchen counters, bathroom baseboards, outdoor trails, garden borders, garage and shed entry points. Anywhere you see a trail, you place a station. The cost comparison. Borax bait, 10 cents per station, one time. Commercial bait trap, $8 to $15, replace monthly. Quarterly exterminator, $125 per visit, $500 per year. The chemistry is the same. The only difference is who mixes it. Now, safety. Borax is not boric acid. Borax is less concentrated. Both are effective for ant control. Keep bait stations away from children and pets. Use covered containers with small entry holes. Borax is low toxicity for humans, but it should not be ingested. Wash your hands after handling. Borax is not dangerous. It is a mineral, but respect it the way you respect any tool. Good kitchen practice applies to everything, including compounds the Earth has been producing for 60 million years. You are watching 60 million years of geological chemistry solve a problem a $26 billion industry told you required their schedule, their technician, and their price. If someone you know is about to spend $500 this year on quarterly pest control for a problem that costs 10 cents to solve permanently, send them this video. The EPA registered borax in 1948. 500 boric acid products sit on shelves today. The recipe was never lost. It was never banned. It was never disproved. It was simply not mentioned. Aaron Winters lighting the green flame in a stone shelter. The 20-mule team crossing 266 kilometers of desert. Silk Road caravans carrying white crystals through mountain passes. A woman mixing sugar and borax in a saucer by the kitchen door. Every generation had access. Every generation had the mineral. The only thing that changed was who we asked for help. Nature does not sell subscriptions. It does not schedule quarterly visits. It designed a mineral in dried lake beds and a sharing system inside the colony. One feeds, the other ends. Both are permanent. Both cost nothing. The chemistry is 60 million years old. The recipe is free. And now you have both. The archive closes. But the colony does not survive. The chemistry is 10 cents. The mineral is 60 million years old. And now, so is what you know. If knowledge like this should not be buried again, you know what to do. Subscribe to the Green Archive. There are more vaults to open, more chemistry to remember, more recipes they made sure you would never learn.